Hi there, welcome to my views on news. Three news stories. Firstly, Ethiopian PM in the parliament today addressed those in Tigray who want to march towards Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. What did he say? Secondly, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia confronted Desalegn Chane, Nama MP, and he gave a shut up call to Desalegn Chane, it seems. And lastly, Ogaden National Liberation Front is implying that a referendum should be held in the Somali region to determine the status of this region. Let's start, viewers. Firstly, TPLF and Tigray military elements have been accused in recent weeks of conspiring with Eritrea and plotting to overthrow PM Abiy's government. TPLF denies, Eritrea denies, Tigray military denies, but some federal government sources, some pro-Getachew sources, Getachew himself, they have been building this analysis that some groups in Tigray, they're conspiring with Eritrea to march towards the capital city. Eritrea denied that in an official statement. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia delivered a speech at the parliament today. I did a video on that. I told you about what he said regarding Eritrea-Ethiopia tension and about extension of the term of temporary administration in Tigray. He addressed those who have plans of marching towards Addis Ababa. He said, we are hearing reports that some groups in Tigray think that ENDF is overstretched. Tigray military is Ethiopian federal military is overstretched because of the ongoing conflict in Amhara and Oromia, and this is the right time to march towards Addis Ababa. He said that when we started talks in 2022, we were in a position to take control of Mekelle. When talks in Pretoria started between TPLF and federal government, Ethiopian forces were in a position to capture Mekelle in 1 or 2 days, the Prime Minister said. But we did not march towards Mekelle, rather we chose the path of dialogue. We could have taken control of Mekelle, but did not. That is why no one should miscalculate the strength of the government. They made a mistake, they miscalculated last time, and if they make a similar mistake again, they'll pay the price. So he warned TPLF, Debretsion, and Tigray military that if you're planning to wage war on federal government of Ethiopia, you are miscalculating the strength of the federal government of Ethiopia. Yes, when TPLF and federal government negotiated in 2022, federal government negotiated from a position of strength. TPLF negotiated from a position of weakness. Federal government was strong back then, militarily, on the ground. That is why TPLF agreed to make concessions like dismantlement of TDF, concession like dismantlement of Tigray government, established result of election in Tigray, etc., etc. So yes, Abiy is speaking the truth here. I back his claim. But to say that ENDF is not overstretched is a lie, I would say. ENDF is heavily overstretched. ENDF in Amhara, ENDF in Oromia, ENDF on border with Somalia, ENDF now expanding its presence in Afar, ENDF on border with Sudan because of war there, ENDF might have to man South Sudanese border too because of the conflict there. ENDF might have to be deployed to Tigray as well on Tigray-Ethiopia border, Tigray-Eritrea border, Ethiopia-Eritrea border. ENDF is definitely overstretched, but ENDF and federal government will never admit that the federal forces are overstretched. And federal forces will always remain overstretched if conflicts don't end. Internal conflict should end through dialogue. That is how you can relieve the pressure which Ethiopian National Defense Force is under. But so far, no conflict resolution has made any progress in Amhara and Oromo regions. And there was nothing new in PM's speech today in terms of the conflict in Amhara and Oromia. He did not announce anything big about ending the conflict in Amhara and Oromia. It means that the military operation in both regions against Ola, against Fano, is set to continue. Ogaden National Liberation Front spokesperson talked about referendum in the Somali region of Ethiopia. ONLF, Abdurrahman Mahde group, withdrew from dialogue with the Somali regional government a few days ago. It said that it was considering adopting alternative ways to protect the rights of Somali people, Ogaden people. It signed peace deal in 2018 with the Ethiopian government. It laid on arms. It started as a political party, but it did not participate in election. And ONLF is not interested in participating in next election too, keeping in view the political atmosphere in the country. It has held a party meeting too recently, and it is asking the federal government of Ethiopia to respect the rights of Somali people. Otherwise, ONLF is threatening that it will adopt alternative ways. Does alternative ways include resumption of armed resistance movement? Not clear. ONLF did not make it clear. But ONLF spokesperson Adani Hirmoge spoke this week about idea of separation from Ethiopia, secession from Ethiopia. The ONLF spokesperson said, if free, fair and transparent referendum is held in the Somali region of Ethiopia, majority of people will support secession with Ethiopia. They will vote in support of independence from Ethiopia. It means that Ogaden National Liberation Front basically wants a referendum in Somali region. It wants an Ogaden country comprising territories from Ethiopia, Somalia, maybe Somaliland as well. The confrontation between ONLF and Somali regional government, ONLF and Ethiopian federal government, is ongoing for over a year. No solution has been found. Instead of talking to real ONLF, Zimbabwe's government has propped up a new ONLF faction, which claims to be the real ONLF faction. This faction is part of Mustafa Umar's Somali region government. And government shows this faction as if it is real ONLF. ONLF is not, real ONLF is not based in Ethiopia. It is mainly based in Somalia, in Kenya. But almost on daily basis or every other day, we're seeing statements from ONLF now. ONLF is accusing the Ethiopian federal government, the Somali regional government, of weaponizing Somali region of Ethiopia, of violating 2018 Pretoria deal. How will and where will this tension between the government and ONLF end? Or will ONLF take up arms again? ONLF a few days ago warned a Chinese company too, which held talks with Somali region government for exploration for oil and gas in the Ogaden, saying that it will not allow that. ONLF is emerging to the extent of statements as a player. It it wants its share in power, or it intends to disrupt the activities of the government in the Somali region. Let's see which tactics will ONLF use to achieve its objective. So far, it is only using pressure tactic, trying to force PP government to talk to ONLF and to meet the demand, the requirements of the Ogaden National Liberation. Thank you for watching.